This is the final video, and in this one I'm going to talk about the assessment side. As you know, we've been looking at spreadsheets and at databases, and we're going to give you some questions on the spreadsheet, but this is how we're going to assess your knowledge and experience with using the database. And we'd reached this point last time where we tidied a few things up and put some buttons in at the bottom and managed to adjust some things. But this is my idea. I want to see what your ideas would be. How would you organize this layout of this form that you're looking at now? Where would you put everything? And that's the question we're going to ask you for the assessment. I'm going to do it in two stages. We want you to start by sketching on an A4 piece of paper where you would put everything, the different parts of this, where you put your heading, your logo, the information, if you're going to have a picture, the buttons. So sketch it out first of all on an A4 piece of paper and then annotate it, write around what you're doing, explain what you're doing in words around it. The second part is then to actually do it. What can we do to make this look different or better? Okay, last time we talked, in the last video, we talked about some of the things you can do. How when you use Inspector, do you remember Inspector was coming under View and down to Inspector there? You can turn it on and off, or you could go Command I for Inspector to turn it on and off as well. Or it's up here as well, I've discovered. Look, this little one, show or hide the inspector. Can you see that up in that corner there, that little eye? So we've got Inspector open. That allows you to do certain things in changing things. And I'll give you an example. We did it, do you remember we did a button down here? Well, if we come up to this one where it says name, the box that the name is in, at the moment it's solid color, I can make that none. The line that goes round it is solid and one way, I can make that none. So when I now click and exit, you just get the name like that coming through, which is pretty good. So you can just see the different names. Yeah. So we could do that for all the boxes. So we don't need these big white boxes, for example. That's something you could get rid of. Do we need all this information on this side? Can I get rid of all of these? I mean, it's pretty obvious what they are. Let's just delete them. So now we've just got first name. Okay. None of the first names are really that long. So I can make first name much smaller. I could move it across. I could take surname and I could move that up alongside, make that smaller as well, maybe that size. Okay. And let's do the same changes to that one. Make it none. Make the line none. So what have I got now? If I exit my layout, it looks a bit weird, doesn't it? There's a big gap between the two names. What can I do to make that gap go away? Well, I could do this. Let's just move that up so it lines up with the other one. There we go. At the moment, these are what we call left justified, which means that the text starts on the left-hand side and goes out to the right. Starts on the left-hand side, goes out to the right. Why don't we actually go here? If I go to Format and Align Text, I can align it on the right. Maybe I'm looking at the first name. I could align that on the right. What difference does that make? If I now exit my layout, the two words come closer together. Let's go to the next person. Can you see that they're now sort of looking a bit better, aren't they? And if it's a longer first name, it pushes out more to the left. So that's better. Yeah. So what else can we do? Well, obviously birthday and birth month. Birthday is only 2 characters, isn't it? Because it only goes up to 30. Birth month, they can come up together. They could be made much smaller as well, the month as well. Yeah. So you could put maybe something in front of these two. So let's move this across. And then we'll just put in a text box. And we'll go, her name is. Now I need to match what we've got in this one. What have we got in this one? Let's have a look. Format, font is Arial, size is 18, style is plain. Okay, let's go to this box. Format. Font is Arial, size is 18, and style is plain text. And if I now exit that layout, Slightly different colours though. Maybe I can change the colours to make the colours match. Do you think? But I could move that up and make that smaller so that it just fits in there and then fits in there. And I might put after her birthday is. She is a day girl, she's a boarder. She likes to do swimming, watching TV. Yeah. Got the idea? So you can put in your own extra text. You could move these around so they look better. You can change the way this looks at the top. You might make the picture a lot smaller. You might do some cool things with your buttons down the bottom so that they're not there. Do they have to be along the bottom? Could they be along the side? So there's lots of things you can do to change your layout to make it better than my layout, which was done pretty quickly. So there's your challenge, that's your assessment, and at the end of it we're probably going to ask you to write a little evaluation of how it went and what problems you had and what you managed to overcome along the way. So now it's over to you. Enjoy.